So here we are in OST. Over here you can see I have all of my conditions set up, just some basic conditions for the purpose of this video. So we have our stock lengths, head, horizontal, sill, vertical. You can tell that they're set as lineal foot, and then they also have an output of segment count, which is showing us 0 each. So really quick, I'm just going to draw this window as being a unit. So there's our glass square footage right there, 69 square feet. And there's two ways to draw the metal. We can either click on the condition and draw it as a line. So we'll draw the sill in, we'll draw the head, we'll draw the horizontal, and then we'll draw both verticals. Vertical and vertical. So as you can see, it's giving us the lineal footage and then the segment count of each condition. On a job like this, you can tell that the units are very repetitive as well. So there's actually another way that we can do this, and it's called the typical group. So what we can do, and I'll show you this example. So this is going to be a little unit itself. So if we draw this, and then we'll put in our sill really quick. Sill, head, vertical, vertical. Then what we'll do is we'll highlight this. Move this out of the way really quick. We'll highlight this whole unit right here. And then we will drag it off to the side. So right now, the stock lengths are drawn in. So we can do what's called a typical group. So I'll come over to my conditions, hit typical group up here. You can see it's highlighted now. Come down to the bottom, and we can make a typical group. So what I would do is I would label this unit, S1-0, being that's the unit, and then I would give it the size, and I don't know the exact size off the top of my head, but we'll just call it a 2x6 by 13 foot. And we'll hit OK. And then it's going to prompt us to draw a box or a rectangle around what we want inside that typical group. So you're going to click over here, draw a box. Now what that does is it zeroes out whatever's inside of this box. So whatever we just drew is now zeroed out. So now what we do, this is in a typical group, the quantities in here aren't counting. So we'll go back over to our elevation, we'll click on our typical group, and all we do is click and it puts down those units. So as we're putting them down, it's calculating how many head, sill, verticals, the square footage within that, and all that. So it goes really quick versus drawing each individual line. If you needed to make an adjustment to whatever's in that typical group, if you double click on the box, the little square, it's going to take you back to wherever you have that typical group set up on your page. And that's how you take off stock links in OST.